version, the answer would be 0.77. For the version 1, the answer would be 0.97. So you can expect a range of like 0.02 plus and minus. Okay, for the version
Okay,
1, this is the
so
thing. And for
yeah, you
the
can ask any question. All the people who have doubts, first of all, please raise your hands. We are going to do it according to a queue. We are not randomly taking doubts here.
the correct answer would be 0.365 for the version 2.
Okay, so first is Anisha Singh.
Hello, sir.
0.02.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, but your voice is too low. Can you increase it? What?
Now it is clear.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I have a doubt in week 7.
Okay, you can open. You can share your screen. It will be better. Or if you want me to open, we can also do that. What do you say?
Sir, actually, can you please explain that question? I didn't get the question of that.
Okay, okay. I am
Uh,
sharing the
uh,
screen. Week 7 you are asking, right?
yes, sir. Sir, data processing, third question.
Okay. Okay, for now you can turn off your mic. When I will ask you something like you got this point or not, then you can respond. So
Okay, sir.
let me explain it. Okay. Find largest subsequence with Antakshari property. Okay. Let's see what is it. The input is in multiple lines. Okay. The first line contains a positive integer n. You can see the input is containing 2 lines or somewhat 3 lines. The input is multi-lined. The first input that you are going to receive will be a positive integer n. This first input they are talking about. So first of all, you will receive a positive integer, okay? And according to that, this is followed by n lines, and each line containing sequence of words. For an example, in case one, you can see the the first input is one. So it means that you are going to receive one line after it. Here you can see our n is 2. So this means that you are going to receive 2 lines after it, and so on. This is the format of input. Okay. Now let's see what we have to do. Each line thus consists of multiple words separated by commas. Okay, we got to know the separator, and there is no space between words. Okay, very good. If we can, if we want to split these words, it is very easy. We can just use the commas. And I suppose this is the point of this question. We have to do splitting somewhere. Okay, so you have to output for each line the length of the longest subsequence of words following the Antakshari property. Let's understand what is this Antakshari property. Assume all words are lowercase. A subsequence is a subset of consecutive words in this sequence. Subsequence, I hope you understand what is subsequence. Subsequence is a, you can say a subset of words that consist multiple parts. It is not like backward to forward. It can consist multiple parts from your original string. So we will see more about it. Don't worry. A subsequence is said to have the Antakshari property if the last letter of every word is equal to the first letter in the next word in the sequence. Okay. Let me read it again. A subsequence is said to have the Antakshari property if the last letter of every word is equal to the first letter in the next word. So that means if this O, which is sorry, this E, which is the last letter of this word, is equal to the first letter of the next word, then it means it is following Antakshari property. You can see first line is not doing it, but this second line, you can see the pattern here. The last letter is T, and the starting letter is T. Last letter is E, and starting is E. R R T T, and so on. You can see that this is called Antakshari property. Okay, cool. We got to know how to take the input from the user. We also got to know what we have to find in our question. We have to find a subsequence. Now let's see. we already discussed about input format. Output format will be for each sequence output the length of the largest subsequence that follows the Antakshari property. I hope you got the point.
Yeah, sir, but this like output format, can you please explain this?
Yeah, yeah. Let's discuss on output format. That means I think it will be better explained when we will go to notes. Let me share my complete screen. This is a good question for conceptual understanding of how things works. This is a good question. Okay, let's see. Let's suppose we have something like this. Let's take the first test case. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the first line, and 5, 6, 7, 9, 8, 2, 1, 11, 6, 7. Let's also plot it. 5, 9, 8, 2. Okay, so these are the two lines. What are they asking you? They are asking you, give us the longest length they are asking for the subsequence that is following Antakshari property. So let's discuss it here. We will start from here, obviously, right? We always go from left to right, generally, right? So we will start with our one. Let's suppose I had converted it to a list for my easiness, so that I can run a loop on it however I want. And we are going to do that after some time. So what I will do, I will pick words one by one. I will check the last letter of every single word, and I will try to match it to the first letter of the next word, right? If it is not following the Antakshari property, I am going to ignore this one. This is not this is not like the candidate for a Antakshari property. So I am going to ignore this one. Now let's move to this two. The last letter is O, and here the first letter is T. So again, this is also not suitable for our Antakshari property. Here E is not matching F. Again, this is not suitable. Here R is not matching F. So it is also not matching. And here E is the last word. So this is the only word for which we cannot comment that it is following or not, because we can only comment that something is following the Antakshari property when there is the next word to do the comparison. So for this, the length is going to be 1, as you can see here. Are you getting the point why there is 1 here?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now
sir.
let's discuss for this one.
Sir,
Here,
if even nothing is to compare, then it will be given as 1.
correct. Because for the last word we cannot comment anything if it is working, if it is following the Antakshari property or not. That is why we are going to include that in the Antakshari property. That is the default way they are doing things. So it is just up to the properties of the question. So let's move to this one. Here you can see here is E and here is S. So ignore that. Now there is 6. X and S are not matching. Again, N and N are matching. So that means we are starting from here. Okay, we are starting from here. And now I will go here. I will say E is also matching E. So I will go here. Like I am moving forward. Now this T is also matching this T. So I will go here also. Now this O is also matching this O. So I will also include this 2 inside my Antakshari property. Now this E is also matching this E. So again, and this N is not matching my X. So I will count them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And because this is also included, so I think this will also be included if am not wrong. Yeah, it is also included. The total length is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. This is the sequence we had started from our, you can say, from this word 7. So now what we will do, we will start from our 6. I will match my x to s and it is not matching. So these are also not candidate. So the only sequence I am getting here is this one. If you ignore the 7, then this is also the sequence. This is also the correct sequence. If we start from 9, then you will get to know that from 9 to 11 is also valid. But they are asking for the longest sequence, right? They are asking for the longest one. That is why we are going to calculate this sequence, not the subset of it. Okay. Now we had made the logic on paper. Now let's see how we can write the code for it. So first of all, what I will do, I will take the first line of input. First line of input, as they had mentioned, is n, a positive integer that will define the number of lines, how many lines are going to be here. And you can see if I run a loop here, if I say for I in range of n, if my n is 1, what do you think? How many times this loop will run?
One.
One times, obviously.
In the number of lines of input.
Correct. If my n is 5, then this loop is going to run 5 times. So what I am doing, I am using my loops to take the input. Now, because they had told us that if your n is 2, then take 2 lines. Now what I can do, I can run a loop that will run 2 times, and every single time I will receive the line from the user. Correct? Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Now, for my ease, I am directly going to split that using commas so that I can run a loop on it. Is this also clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and what I will do, I will initialize a number. This number will signify our output. Our output is the longest, what do you say, the longest length of the sequence, subsequence, right? So I will say uh, length. I'm just going to call it length, and I am going to initialize it to 1. Okay. I'm like, I don't have any idea that I should initialize it to 1 or 0. I am just thinking for I'm just trying to make a logic. If 1 will not work in the future, I will convert it to 0. These are just static things. So if you are getting confused that why you had chosen the initial part to be 1, I am also not sure about it. So we are
Mm,
just trying different things, right?
sir, in this case, as you said that if there is no word found, then minimum line should be taken as 1. So that
Correct,
logic
correct.
should work.
Yeah, that is why, that is what I also think.
Yeah,
Now,
sir. I did mistake there only. I
oh,
took it 0.
so what I will do, I will say for I in the range of, and I will go till, let's say, the length of my line -1. Why I am adding -1 here? Because I am going to compare two words. So I am going to take first word, that will be line I index, and I am going to take the second word at line I plus 1 index. Okay. So because of this I plus 1 only, I had chosen the range as length of line -1. Because if I had chosen it to be length of line, then at the last iteration where my I will become equal to length of line -1, this I plus 1 will cause the index error at the last. Got the point? Now what I will do, I will do the actual comparison. I will say in the first word, remember what we were checking? First index or the first letter or the last letter?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Can I ask something, sir?
Yes, yes, you can.
Sir, can I ask in Hindi?
Yes, yes, also.
सर ओपे में सर हेलो
Yes, yes, I am listening.
सर ओपे में सर जो क्वेश्चन आए थे सर मैं उसको सेम क्वेश्चन सर गूगल कोलैब में मैंने ट्राई किया सर मैं उसको कर ले रहा था। वही
हम्म,
सेम कोड मैं उसमें एग्जाम में भी किया था। बट सर उसमें हमारा टेस्ट केस पास नहीं हो रहा था सर। बट लेकिन गूगल कोलैब में वो कोड रन कर जा रहा था।
ओके।
तो इसी वजह से सर मेरा नंबर बहुत कम आया आपकी बार।
सो आपने वो सेम कोड रन करके देखा है कोलैब शीट में?
हाँ 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 सर। बट पता नहीं हमको लगता है कुछ माइनर कुछ हमको लगता है मिस्टेक हो गई थी इसीलिए टेस्ट केस पास ही नहीं हो रहे थे। और उसमें कोई कोड एडिटर दिया भी नहीं गया था ट्रायल एंड हिट एंड ट्रायल मेथड से उसको चेक करके करने के लिए। और इसमें से सर मुझको थोड़ा सा समझ में कम आता है। क्या ना बता सकते हैं हाउ टू प्रैक्टिस फॉर सेकेंड टाइम फॉर स्कोरिंग गुड मार्क्स।
या वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस दैट, बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये क्वेश्चन फिनिश कर लेते हैं आई थिंक।
ओके सर। ओके सर आई एम वेटिंग।
Okay. So, if you remember, we were comparing the last letter of the first word to the first letter of the second word, right?
Yes, sir.
And when we were,
Also, sir, sorry, excuse me, sir. Sorry to
yes,
interrupt, sir. We can also do by method if we take a line of line, and
mhm,
we take first is equal to line of I minus one, and second is equal to line of I. This way,
brilliant. You can also do that.
yes, yes.
Yeah, brilliant. So, what we are going to do, we are going to increment our length according to that. Okay, for this property, and this will run, this will find all the subsequence, and whenever this property gets uh, let's say whenever this property gets cancelled, let's suppose for this example, we had started from 7, right? So currently our length is 1, let's suppose. Now we move to 9, our length become 2 because of this condition. Now we move to 8, length become 3, now 4 and 5, and now 6. But after getting length 6, here we are getting these two words 11 and 6, right? And 11 and for 11 and 6, this condition is getting false. So for this, what we have to do, we have to store this number 6 somewhere. Otherwise, I will make it 0 because our subsequence is this, and this got finished. We want to find the new subsequence. So for that, what I will do, I am going to store, I am going to make a list here. I will say uh, sublist, and inside this, whenever I will get any, like whenever this property gets false, what I will do, I will append the current length inside this. Okay, and also I'm going to append the current length when it is greater than 2. Otherwise, what is the point? Length is 1, we can directly return that. Okay, so I am going to append all those lengths. If you are not getting why I am doing that, suppose for this example, let's take this example. Now in this example you will figure out something interesting. When we will start from the 7, is 7 and 9 matching Antakshari property?
No, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They are matching, right? And 9 and 6 are not matching, so this is our first subsequence. Here, can someone tell me what is the length?
Two.
One,
Right,
2.
2, sir.
now from this 6 we will start, and here you can see x and e are not matching, so the length is currently 1, correct? And for length 1, we are not going to append something inside our list because it is just useless, it is just single word. Now from this 8, you can see this is matching, right?
Yes, sir.
So our subsequence is starting. Now O and this O are also matching. So we will also consider that. And you will see now we have 3, right? So inside our list, I will contain 2 and 3 because there are 2 sequences now. And I will, at the end, I will find the max of them. And when I will do max of 2 and 3, 3 will come out. Correct? This is the logic I am thinking. I hope you get the point what I am thinking. Okay. And after appending them, I will again make the length to 1. Right? That is what we are doing here. You can see after finding this sequence, when this property is not getting true, I am making the length to 1. Right? So this is what I am using here. Now after this whole loop will run completely, let's first of all, without returning, let's first of all print uh, this list. Let's print this sub list. Let's see what this is giving us to see if our logic is working or not.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in this code, you are simply ignoring the one pair. Na?
Hmm.
If one pair happen following these condition, you are ignoring that.
Which one? If
Uh,
one holds,
yes, sir.
you are asking for these kind of test cases where output should be 1, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, good observation. We can also see that this list is coming empty, so it can cause error. So for that, what I will do, I will add 1 here. Okay. When I am creating my list, I will add 1 here. And I will also tell you the reason I am ignoring 1. I am ignoring 1 because in this example, let's take this first example. What will happen when we try to match 1 and 2? Are they following Antakshari property? Yes, please answer
We
me.
are ignoring one case.
No, no, just answer for this question. It will
No, no.
no,
No, sir, no.
it is not following. So if I don't ignore 1, then 1 will be appended. Correct? Then again 2 and 3 will not match. 1 will be appended again. 3, 4 not match. 1 appended again. So like I am wasting my memory and my time. Correct or not? This is not how a good programmer do these things. So I am just following the best practice. If you don't want to ignore it, you can also do that. I'm just trying to follow the practice of a good programmer. That's it. Okay. So if I
Can
run
you
the
explain?
test,
Can you explain once more?
yeah. Okay. Let's first of all see this example. Uh, okay. Let's first of all explain this again. So in the question, they had asked us that we have to receive a positive integer, and according to this positive integer, we have to receive some lines. Okay. So I had received this n.
Sir, you are not audible. Sir, you are not audible.
Now, can you confirm? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So okay. So we were in the code, I think. Here. So I had initialized my length to 1. This length is a pointer. What pointer? This length is a pointer which will start from a new sequence, and it will capture that for how large my Antakshari property is holding, right? So let's suppose my length is 1 currently. So my pointer is 1 here. Okay. Now we figured out that this n and n are matching. So my pointer I had incremented it here. You can see this condition is for matching the last letter of the first word that is coming out to the first letter of the last second word. And if this property is holding just like 7 and 9, then we will increment this pointer, which is called length. So I will increment it by 1 and it will become 2. Now our length is 2. So this sequence, uh, we can also see by our own eyes, it is containing 2 words, right? So that is what I am trying to simulate using code. This is visual thing which we can see with our eyes and make the judgment. And this is the thing which is written in Python. Okay. Now we have to write a condition when our sequence get broke. Like here you can see our sequence is breaking. E and S are not matching. So for that I had written this else condition. If they are not matching, what I will do, I will first of all save this value, this length, which is 2. I will save this value in my computer. Using Python list, I am going to save it inside a list. And inside this list, you can see I had added 1 already, because you can see in this test case, if nothing matches, if my Antashri property is completely false inside my line, then the default answer I have to give 1. That is why I had by default added this 1 to my list. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, sir, please explain the way of input given to us, sir. Like if we given an input to, we give an integer input 2. The line give us already in the list format, separated by commas. Then why we are splitting again?
No, it is not given as a list. It is given as a string, and these words in a string are separated using commas. This is a string, not a list.
So the split will always return list value, I think.
Yeah, when we are given a string with separated by commas, what we are doing, we are using this split method, and we had discussed it when we were learning string methods, that when we use a split method and we give a separator, it separates every single sub word, subsequence you can say, using those separators. I think you should strengthen your foundations, basics of it. Like, I'm not disrespecting, I'm just like suggesting.
Okay, sir.
Is it a separator or delimiter, sir?
What?
Is it called a separator or delimiter?
You can call it anything. Delimiter is also it correct word. It is just we have to understand the things. Labels are just labels,
Okay.
right? Okay,
Excuse
so
me, sir.
yes,
Sir, here if we don't use separator, simply convert it into just list.
just like you
And
are asking this list of input, right? This,
yes, sir.
then it
Yes,
will,
yes.
be splitted by every single letter. O N E
Then we
comma.
should opt for slicing. Then
No. It will also cause issue if you directly try to convert your input to list. Then O N E everything will be separated.
okay, sir.
Yeah, that
Thank
is
you,
why
sir.
we are not doing. Okay, so we were here. If our length is not greater than 1, I should say. Why I had written 2. If my length is not greater than 1, then if my length is greater than 1, then only I am going to append. Otherwise, I had already explained, this 1 will be appended again and again. We want to save the memory. That is why we are applying this filter, and we are going to save all these length of these subsequences, these 2, these 3. I am going to save all of them, and at the last of it I will find the maximum among them, because they are asking us for the largest length of the of a sequence which is following Antakshari property. So what I will do here, let's first see the answer. I will find the max of my sub list which I had created. Okay, and simply I am going to print it. You can see the test cases are passing. I hope private test cases also passed. One out of two passed, so I think something is wrong in our code. Let me figure it out.
You have to focus on your point also, not just simply you have something which you can show in your company.
Sir, while sharing, make your font a little bit bigger.
Not just the project.
Oh, sorry, sorry, really sorry.
Some other from your end. So that's make sense. So
Okay,
those are the things that
so
really shine in your resume.
for I in the range of length of line we had done and minus 1.
Yeah.
So this I should give us the range from 0 to length of line minus 2, and that is why we are finding for I plus 1.
Like they will give you some kind of assignment that you have to go and based on that
Will you increase the font, please?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, I had increased it. Yes, yes.
Sir, last doubt. In line 14, why len of line minus 1 instead of 0 to len of line?
Because we are using I plus 1 here as index. So if we use length of line here, then at the last you assume what will be the last value of I when we run the loop like this.
Second last value.
Yeah, so let's suppose the length of our line is, let's suppose, 4, then the last value of I will be 3, the last index. If we use length of line, then this I plus 1 will become 4, right? And at fourth index nothing will be there. If i if a list is something like this, 1 comma 2, what is the length of this line? 2. So the indices are 0 and 1. So if I run a loop for I in the range of length of line, let's say, then length of line is 2. So this loop will run for index 0 and index 1. But because we are using I plus 1, so for the value, these are the value of I, and for the value of I plus 1, these values will be 1 and 2, right? When 0, I will be 0, I plus 1 will be 1, obviously. And this 2 will cause a issue because at index 2 there is nothing here, right? So this 2 will cause issue. That is why we are taking length of line minus 1. So when we take length of line minus 1, so our I will be only 0 and our I plus 1 will be only 1, because it will run only one time this loop. So this will be our I, this will be our I plus 1. We will do the comparison between these two, and they are not matching, so our length will not increment. Okay, so our length will not increment, and this max list will contain only 1, and we will print that. That is why we are doing it. But there is something wrong in this code. I like currently don't know. You can check this code, or because let me see one time. If it takes like more time, then I will skip this. You can check it by yourself. Let me see.
Sir, sometimes the dashboard also not work properly. Maybe that would happen.
What is the final report that you belong? What fields are
Yes, you can ask.
Hello,
Yes, yes, you are audible.
sir. मेरा एक OP3 related doubt है, बता सकते हैं?
you can do one thing. You can do one thing. You can drop the
Hello.
Yes, just wait for a moment.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it is not passing, so let me run for the private ones. Again, 1 out of 2. So I'm skipping it currently, taking the OPP doubts. If someone of you can focus on this question in the meantime, please. We can discuss it somewhat later, after some time.
Sir,
Okay.
before moving to OPP, I have one test case not passed in another question. Can I share?
Um, okay. If it will be quick. Which one?
Uh, Sir, string one question. Like I have coded, but only one test case passed.
Is odd indices alpha and even indices digits?
Yes, sir.
Sir, maybe it is of second zero, maybe subscript zero. Is it zero or O?
Okay, okay. Got your point. So we want something like this. At odd indices, there should be alphabets, and at even indices, there should be digits, right? So even indices are also including 0 here. So at indices 0, 2, 4, at those indices, there should be only digits, and at even indices, there should be only alphabets. Correct? So it is very easy. We can directly run a loop. What is the name of the string? It is just a string. So I will say for every single letter in my string, I will take the index. Okay. And I will say if my index is equal to 0 or my index is even. Right. I am checking these two conditions differently because this 0 will cause issue if we don't see. So if something like this, and for this I will check if the sorry, for that I have to take the range loop for I in the range of length of string, and the letter that is present at at that index string of I. Okay. If that is digit. Okay. Then everything is fine. If it is digit, because we want digits at even indices. If it is a digit, then everything is fine. But if it is not a digit, then we will immediately know that this is not a word that we want, so we will directly return false. Okay. Now we will come to the opposite condition of this, which is the odd condition. I will just use else for it. If my I is not 0 or it is not uh, even, then what I will do, I will check if the string of I is alpha, then everything is correct. I want the alphabets. But if it is not alphabet, again I am using the same logic, then I will return false again. This is how I am going to run my loop. And if these false conditions are not executed, that itself means that this whole loop runs safely. That means my word is correct. So after this loop, I will return true, because this loop will only survive when our input is correct. That is why after this loop will survive, I will return true. Okay.
Sir, if there is need for checking I is equal to zero in if condition,
Mhm.
is it only possible to check I mod 2 is equal to zero? I is equal to zero, I mod 2 becomes zero.
You are asking me if I can just change the conditions.
Just only don't need for or I equal to or zero checking.
You are asking for this now,
Excuse me, sir.
this one, right?
Yeah, sir.
And you want me to change the code which is written here and swap it with the code that is written in the else, right? We can also do that. We can first of all check for odd numbers, and then we can check for even numbers. That is also we can do. It is just the matter of conditions.
No, sir. I am asking why you are checking I is equal to zero or I mod two is equal to zero. When I is equal to zero,
Yeah.
the mode is zero.
Oh, yeah. That is what you were asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. I was just using it.
Just say you are talking two times. I mod two.
Correct,
I
correct.
mod two. I modulus two is same.
Yeah, correct.
Is enough for two both the conditions.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry for that. I misinterpreted it with for division operations for because like I remain always very you can say alert when we are dealing with zero. That is why I had done it subconsciously.
But it will be create problem when the dividend by which were divided by
Yeah,
x
yeah.
is divided by 2,
In
then
modulo there is nothing like that. I
yes,
got
it
your
is
point.
not problem, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so fine. This is how we can solve this problem easily. Okay. Any doubts?
Sir,
Yes, yes. You can ask me doubts.
sir, I have shared my code in the code. Can you please check and tell? Should I add I n equal 0 after if?
No, no. We had already discussed that it is not important. This equal zero is not important. So you are saying return true if n modulo 2 is equal to 0 and string of n. So why are you checking string as for index n?
Sir, we have to go string by string like 1, 2, 3. ABC is given. We first check it's 1, 2, 3 each part, na?
But you are yourself saying that we have to go letter by letter. But you are not running a loop. For going letter by letter, you have to at least run one loop. You are just directly passing your n. This will run only one time for the index n.
I have created into the range form like if else in a list comprehension form.
Yeah, I got your point, but your code is only checking for this last letter because you had given length of string -1. So it will check for this last letter only, this last letter, this C, this 3. This is going to check for only last letter because you are not running a loop. You are directly giving n to your string
Sir, why last not first?
because you had made your index to length of string -1. What is the length of a string? It is your length. Then you are doing -1. So that is the index of the last letter.
Okay, sir. Like we are particularly picking one element by this code.
Yeah, that is why this
Oh,
code is not working. Okay, fine. Now you can ask me your doubts regarding OPP, whoever was asking. Please.
Sir, in the previous question,
Yes.
that if condition, the question that you left, the condition if first of -1 is equal to second of 0, there you put O. I think it is O instead of 0.
Which one are we talking about this question?
First question you discussed.
Strings one. Oh,
Okay,
okay, this
okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay. Here in the
Yeah.
chat box, it seems to O.
Are you talking about line 18?
Yeah, line 18.
The second of 0, you are saying?
0. In the chat box, it seems O.
No, no, it is 0. If
Zero,
it
zero
was
is looking zero, sir. No problem, sir. It's okay, sir.
Yeah, it is zero. If it was O, then automatically it will throw error, and it is not throwing
Okay.
error. It is passing the test cases.
Okay. Okay.
Fine, it is awesome. You are focusing on the problem. I'm like happy to know it. Please check it and see why private test is not working. We will again come back to it. Okay.
How do we know how we know that it is not working for private? What in order to write to generalize?
Yeah, you have to like take a very good amount of time for this. It is like very interesting thing to do. What you can do, you can assume different test cases in your mind, because we are missing an edge cases. So you can assume different test cases, write them on paper, and try this code for them if it is working for them or not, and you will catch where I had done the
Sir,
mistake.
sir, excuse me,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
Sir, I got the issue. In the last, we have to append for the last one also. So after the code, before the print statement, we have to
Yeah.
just append the sublist again for the last word, because in that the Python tutor it's not appending. So within the loop after
For
else statement.
here, let's see what this is containing.
No, sir, not print. Sublist dot
No, no, let
append
me see
length.
what is called.
Where?
But where is the length? Length is somewhat here. So we are calculating the length, and we are appending that when our this condition is getting false. But yeah, if you are saying that, let's check that.
Sir, so
Sir,
condition was there. Length of this list was greater than one. Which where it has gone, sir? Length greater than
Oh,
one.
yeah, you are right. Correct, correct. You were correct. Now I got the point. So see, guys, what was happening? The issue was somewhat here. Let's discuss it. It is very interesting. 7, 9, 8, and 2. Let me take that. Okay, so my initial length is 1, right? So here my length is 1. Now, is this matching Antakshari property?
Yes.
So I will increment 1 to it, and it will become 2 now, right? Is this matching Antakshari property?
Yes, sir.
So it will become 3 now, right? Is this matching?
Yes, sir.
Again, my and like my length will become 4. Now we had reached the end of our list. So my loop will finish. Correct? So for this test case, what happened? We were matching our subsequence. We got at the last, and our loop got finished. But we had not appended this yet, right? Inside this loop, I am only appending inside else condition. But in this test case, there was not a single occurrence where else condition had done, because for every single word Antashri property was matching. That is why if condition was running, else condition never ran. Are you
Yes, sir.
getting the point? That is why we have to append the length at the last after this complete loop, so that we can capture these kind of test cases. I was saying to you that it is for a particular type of test case.
Or
Okay.
you can append the sublist in the if part.
No, no, no. It will cause the issue. You are not getting the point. We are in the if condition. We are incrementing the length. If you append, you start appending there, then it will throw just random things there.
In that case, both of the cases, the list is sublist is appended.
No, no. This condition, this line 23 is only working for the last length. It is not running multiple times. Everything else is just same. What I had told you. Let me again add this condition: length is greater than 1. This condition was not wrong. Okay, fine. So this is the code for those people who are like interested to hunt problems, and who are interested to read the code and understand how things are working. I had pasted the code. So my subject page is not opening. It's like blurred, but the portal's front page is clear. Is this showing you are offline? Can you share your screen, Layanta? Please share your screen so that I can see what is happening. Okay. Okay, so it is not opening and not showing.
My dashboard is opening,
Okay.
but this is
Can
not opening.
can you do control shift and reload? Control plus shift plus reload. Sorry. Control plus shift plus R. Okay, again blurring. And you are unable to click on any button, right?
Yes.
Please close this course page. Yeah, every course, and go, click your right button of the mouse. Click on inspect. Yeah. Uh, can you see those elements, console, sources, and network? After that, there is double right arrow.
Where, sir?
Uh, in the top, elements, console. At the last, you can see double forward arrow.
Element
Go
console.
go to the top.
Top.
Here you can see these buttons: elements, console, sources, and network.
Yes.
After network, there is arrow. Yeah, click on it. Click on application. Application. Again, again do it. Okay, so click on right click on local storage and click clear.
Local
This,
storage.
yeah, double right click.
Yes, right click.
It is not doing anything.
No,
Okay, left click.
nothing, sir.
Left click. Okay, okay. So go to every link.
Go to
Uh, this right click on every link. This is coming out. Right click on every single link here. HTTPS. Yeah, these ones. Clear. Click clear.
clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Do the same for session storage and cookies. For cookies also. Okay, so now you can close it. At the right top, you can click the cross. Now control shift reload again. Yeah, you will be logged out. Click on login again. I think it is again blurring, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me write your roll number. I will ask my instructor about it. Or I am doing it just yet. Just hold on.
Yes, sir.
25. Can you
25 F1.
F1.
25 F1. 002452.
002452. Is it true for all courses or for only Python course?
All courses.
Okay. Yeah, let me take a screenshot, please.
Yes, sir.
One thing I will tell you to do, what you can do, you can open a new browser, log in there, and try to do that again there. You can stop sharing your screen. Please don't do it in front of everyone. Please stop.
Okay, sir.
If it still doesn't work, you can mail me or you can message me. Okay, I had raised the query already.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now you can I can have your doubts. Vedant.
Yes, I was facing problem with string free.
Lanta, you can okay. Vedant, which question? Question or concept?
String free. String free to week 7.
Week 7.
Yes, week 7, string 3.
This one, right? Can you see the screen? Yeah, okay. So this is the question. Most frequent first letter of a word in a multi-line passage. So, given a multi-line passage where the words are separated by spaces, find the letter which occurs most frequently as the first letter of any word. Okay? You have to find the letter which occurs most frequently as the first letter of any word. So here it is W, here again it is capital W and small w, and here it is T, capital T. Now consider both uppercase and lowercase letters as the same. So it is case insensitive. This T and this T is considered same. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to just find the letter for which there are maximum words starting with that particular letter. So let's take an example on a pen and paper. Let's suppose this is our string and it is a multi-line string. Remember, it is a multi-line string. I'm sorry for including it like this, but that is for the sake of example. Okay. So, can you tell me which letter is the most frequent at the starting position of every on when we compare the first letter of every single word, which is the most frequent one among them?
W.
I think I I think my screen is not visible, right? Sorry
Yes.
for that.
Yes, sir, it's not visible.
Yeah, yeah. This is the example. I was having fun with myself. Sorry. So this is the example. Now you tell me which letter is the most which is the starting letter which is most frequent among them.
So P.
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 It is P,
Pizza.
right? You can
Yes.
see if we count it, H is occurring two times. I think two times. Now T is coming
H is
only one time.
hello, then how, then Python, then three times I think.
Yeah, and this A is occurring I think three times again, right? And this Y one
Yes.
time, this L is also one time, and this P is four times. So you can see four is leading here. So that is why we will return this P as our output. Okay. So in those situations, you can see we are doing the comparison and we are returning the most frequent first letter of the words. Okay, that is why this function is also called most occurring first letter. It is receiving a passage and giving us the most frequent first letter. Now I will ask you one question. If I also add and here, now the count of A will become 4, right? They are same.
Yes.
In this situation,
Yes,
what we have to
equal.
do? We have to also observe that, right? Assume there
The
will be
question.
only,
Yes, sir.
so
It is
for
given. Yes, sir. You on one question, only one letter which is occurring the most.
yeah, for that it is mentioned here that assume there will be only one letter that occurs the most number of times as the first letter. So this situation which I had talked about just now is not true for this question, because they had already mentioned that there will be only one single letter that will be having the maximum occurrence. So there cannot be multiple letters with same number of maximum occurrences. This is not true. They had mentioned it here. You can see. Okay. Now our passage is something like this. Now first of all, let me demonstrate something to you. This is our passage, right? This is our passage. Let's split it. Here you can see we are going to do the splitting using spaces. Correct? Now first of all, let's print it. Let's see after splitting how this passage looks like.
A list of words.
Yeah, this is our passage. This is a test sentence where I wanted to let you know that the sentences are multi-line and words are separated by spaces. Okay, everything is cool. There's nothing weird here. Like those slash and other things, they are not here. I was trying to look for them. Now second thing, what we will do, we will take every letter out of them. I will say for every letter in my passage dot split. Okay, this is my list and I am taking every single letter out of it. After that, what I will do, because you can see they are expecting us to give the output as lowercase. You can see in every test case the output is always lowercase, and they had also mentioned that they are not considering the case, they are considering uppercase and lowercase as the same. So when they are considering it same, what I will do, I will make my letter to letter dot lower, right? When all the letters in my word will become lowercase, then this w and this w will, Python will see them as the same entity, not the different entity, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now what I can do, the easiest method to solve this is using dictionaries. There are different methods to solve it like always, but I am going to use a dictionary method. I will say frac. I am going to call this dictionary frac, and this is empty currently. What I will do, I will say if the letter is not present in my keys of the frequency. So what I am thinking, I am thinking just what I had written here. This is the dictionary. The keys are letters, the values are the frequency of them. Okay, I am going to create this dictionary which I had created here. This is also a dictionary. You can see this key, this is value, this key, this is value. So this is what I am going to do. I am going to make these letters as the keys of my dictionary, and the value of them will be the number of times they had come in the passage. So, and I am not going to contain the letter. I am going to contain, sorry, I am not going to contain this. These are words. I had done a big mistake. These are words.
For that, you have to write another loop.
No, no, another loop is not required. Letter is nothing but the
Okay, okay.
first letter of the word, right? We are checking the first letter. So after lowering my word, I can just check the first letter of it. And if that letter is not present in my frequency dot keys, then I will initialize it. I will say frequency at that particular letter is equal to 1. Can someone explain me why I had chosen the initial value to be 1?
Because at the starting
Just
you are taking the letter.
letter is there,
No?
At
then
least so
The
any
count
word
will be
can
one.
We are creating a dictionary, sir. We are creating.
Yeah, this is
No,
the
no.
initial value is 1
Frequency
because,
always should be one. Otherwise, how
so
can you?
for any
see,
character
see, see.
there should be one occurrence.
if if we initialize
This is
it to
my
zero,
dictionary. No, no, listen, listen. This is my dictionary. This is the first word. Is this
We are
first
adding the
word
key, sir.
present in?
Yes. We are
Yeah.
adding the key, sir.
This is the first letter, and I had lowered it. This is my first letter. Is this present in my dictionary?
yes, no sir.
No. So that means it is the first occurrence of H. So in this situation, what I will do? Okay, this is the first occurrence, so I will make the value of it 1 currently.
Yes,
If this H come again, then I will increment 1 to it and make it equal to plus
Yes,
1,
sir.
which is 2, right? So that is what I am going to do here. If my letter is already present in my keys, which means it will satisfy else condition, then I will take my frequency letter and I will make the value of it by incrementing 1, right? I am just going to increment 1 to it, just like I had demonstrated here. If my H is 1, then here what I am doing, I am just incrementing 1 to it, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So same thing I am doing here. And after it, if I print my frac, which is the dictionary, so this is the one, E11, I3, A8, S5. So you can see the dictionary is containing the frequency of every single letter, right? Very cool. Now what we can do, we can just run a loop on our keys and find the maximum value. Or in simple words, I am going to use max function, because let's revise the lambda function again. What I am going to do, I am going to find the max of the frequency. Okay, and this frequency I am going to find. I will create a lambda function. Okay, first of all, I will say frequency dot items. This frequency dot items is going to make a list of tuples, correct or not?
yes.
And I had told you how to use a lambda function. I like,
Item of we have to return item of one.
yeah. So in this list of tuples, when we call items, the the first item is key, the second item is value, right?
Also, we have to return item of zero, the key,
Yeah. So
not one.
we are going to do the maximum. We are going to find the maximum according to the value, which is the second value, and second value means the first index, because index is always one less than the actual count,
Okay.
right? That is why I am taking the maximum according to the x of 1. And let's print that first. because we still have to do some work.
It is that what you want to find is true positive and false positive.
Okay, it is throwing some error.
For the true positive are 500. Because the true
Oh,
value
okay,
is
so I have to first of all convert it to list. I think so. Okay, it is showing some weird errors, which I don't want to discuss here. It will make things more complex. Instead of that, I am going to follow a casual method.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
In this case, lambda x colon x1 is one is for value, standing for value.
false positive was 200. I can calculate the precision.
yeah, it is for the value. You can do it for simple list of tuples
But
for
sir,
finding the maximum.
one thing you are doing, like
Yeah,
you are taking the first letter, first word of the list. So in that case,
first letter of the
if the
every
next letter will come, it
yeah.
will be stored in the first. It will be considered as the first letter in the next iteration.
No, no, no. We are running a loop on words.
No, you written the letter equal to word of zero. So
Yeah, so
what it indicate the first word. So after
it is
checking the
the it
first
is
word,
yeah,
if
it
your
is the first
iteration
letter. It is
first
the
letter.
first letter. Yeah.
Hmm.
So what we are doing, we are taking every word by this splitted list. Okay. So if this is my passage, let's take this first line. If I call passage dot split, it is taking this is a test separately in a list. Then I am picking them one by one. First of all, I picked this, and in this word this, what I had done, I had extracted the first letter of it, which is T. And remember, I had extracted it after lowering my word, so it is in lowercase, this T. Okay, so when I will do this, it will return T in lowercase. That is why it is not going to throw error. Okay, now what I will do, I will run a loop on this on this dictionary, and I am going to find the maximum out of them. So the max value I had initialized it to, let's say, -1. Now the typical CT kind of thing we are going to do, we are learning it from the beginning. So I will say, if the value, you know how to find the value from a dictionary, right? You just pass the key to a dictionary and it gives you the value. If the value of this new key is greater than the previous max val, then I am going to update my max value to this frac of key, and I am going to update my max key to this key. This is a typical computational thinking kind of thing, which we had done several times in our foundations. Now we will just return this max key. This time I think it should work, and it is working. We had just done nothing. We had taken the account of maximum value, and according to this maximum value, we had found a key which have the maximum value.
Yes.
Okay, so you can also shorten it using these max functions, but because it was throwing some weird error, so I had not continued it. But it is a very short trick to do it. Please explore it, how you can use lambda functions to do it. Okay, when you get free time, you can explore it. Okay, other doubt? Next doubts?
But I hope you guys got the idea.
Yes, you can ask it out. Actually, there is a queue. Okay, only Mohan Kumar is there. Mohan, you're out.
हेलो सर.
Yes, you're audible.
सर मेरा एक ओपीपी के रिलेटेड डाउट है.
बताइए.
सर मैंने 55 मार्क्स तक का सॉल्व किया था, और एक इंडिटेशन एरर के कारण मेरा 35 मार्क्स से बन रहा है सर. तो क्या पॉसिबिलिटी है कि हम इस टर्म में पास होंगे सर?
एक्चुअली इफ इट इज़ 35 तो ओपीपी 1 में आप शायद पास नहीं होंगे अगर आपका 35 बन रहा है इन टोटल।
सर ओनली एक माइनर मिस्टेक है सर इंडेंटेशन में, मैं शो करूँ क्या कोड में अपना?
एक्चुअली आप अगर अपना कोड शो भी कर दें और आपकी बात सही भी हो, लेकिन वो एक ओपन एग्ज़ाम होता है और उसका मेन पर्पस ये होता है कि आपकी इन कैपेबिलिटीज़ को चेक किया जाए कि आप इन द गिवन टाइम एक प्रॉब्लम को अच्छे से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं या नहीं। अब ये मैटर नहीं करता है कि आपसे जो इश्यूज आए हैं, आपने जो उसमें गड़बड़ की है वो माइनर है या मेजर है, तो वो फाइनल स्कोरिंग होती है। उसमें फिर बाद में इवन इंस्ट्रक्टर्स भी अपना हस्तक्षेप नहीं करते हैं। तो
सर सिर्फ आप एक बार देख लीजिए तो मैं दिखाना चाह रहा हूँ।
yeah, you can show it but it is not going to like
ओके
change anything. You can show it if you want.
सर इसमें ये भी देखते हैं कि कैसे फिक्स करते हैं, को एरर आती है तो कैसे फिक्स करते हैं, ये भी एबिलिटी दिख जाती है सर।
हम्म।
सर
Is it only for yeah your screen is
सर
visible.
ये मैंने जो सबमिट किया है
Hmm. What
और ये
is the issue? What do you think?
सर जब मैंने इसको कॉपी करके एक मैं दिखा रहा क्या गलत है इसमें।
You have an indentation error, maybe.
हाँ हाँ हाँ
Yes.
सर एरर सिर्फ यही है, ये देखिए ये बस।
It is indentation error, right?
Yes,
यस
sir.
सर।
हम्म।
सर 20
सब
मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन था।
सब सही सही किए थे, लेकिन आखिर में इंडेंटेशन में गड़बड़।
लास्ट मोमेंट पर सर टाइम ही नहीं था, मैं देखा ही नहीं, सबमिट
सर
कर
ये
दिया।
तो टैब यूज करके आराम से यूज करते, टैब का फंक्शन यूज करते आराम से हो जाता सर, ये तो टैब यूज नहीं किया हमने।
हाँ, बहुत तरीका होता है करने का।
यस सर।
ये जो तरीके से किया है, इसमें इंडेंटेशन एरर होने के चांसेस सबसे कम था लिस्ट
हाँ
कॉम्प्रिहेंशन से, लेकिन
जस्ट
आपका
लास्ट 1 मिनट जस्ट 1 मिनट बचा था, मैंने सबमिट कर दिया, मैंने देखा ही नहीं, नहीं तो मैं सर सही कर देता इसको।
Okay. Now forget the past. Just start moving on. Focus on what the content is like in front of you and practice that for OPP2 now.
ओके सर।
Yeah. Yes, Layanta, what is your doubt?
So actually regarding grade assignment week 6, actually my score was around 93 or 95 exactly, I don't know, but it is showing 50 actually in my dashboard.
It is showing 50 in your dashboard.
Same problem for me also, sir.
When you are going in your course page and when you are opening that assignment, what like how many marks it is showing there?
In the assignment place, only one is incorrect.
So it is showing 95 marks there.
In the grades, in the list where it is week 1, week 2, week 3 like this,
Mhm.
there it is showing 95, I think 95 or 93 exactly, I forgotten. But in the front page, it is showing 50 marks. Actually, previously it was showing 80 marks. Now it is showing 50 marks.
Okay, so is it happening for many students?
So, same problem for
Yes,
me.
sir, same.
In the morning it is 90, now it is 50.
So it is a general error. Let me also report it. Just wait for a moment.
Sir, can you explain Caesar cipher here?
Yeah, let's discuss that after it.
Just to make sure that your div side is the true label and not the horizontal side you have.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will become like false negative. Yeah, it will become false negative there. False 7. And I think that's
Sir, your mail ID, can I know?
Uh, yeah, you can know, but please don't use it for like. Just use it when it is very necessary. Okay,
Okay, sir.
I'm sharing it here.
so. Let's start with the week 8 content.
Actually, I had added two zeros. They are three zeros. 23 F3.
What about the data? We will go over it later. So the main focus of the week
Okay, so
is about text
let's
classification
discuss Caesar
and
cipher now.
image classification.
Sir, I am also facing that.
Yeah. I had raised this problem. Don't worry about it. It will take some time.
Week 8. Now, in the week 8 lecture,
Well,
they
actually,
Sir.
are basically the
Hmm.
live stream. Okay. We had webinar last time, and these are the recordings for it. So that's why it's like 2.5
sir, uh, in the lecture video, sir created a dictionary
live that
for calculated the word next third word to the given word. What I did, I use ORD of means Unicode method, like get the ASCII of the word and add 3 to it. But when the word is Z, I am getting something like a square box inside. There is a question mark.
sounds better, I think.
This way, I'm not getting involved with
Sir,
context to your work.
can I share my screen, sir?
If it will, okay, you can share.
I won't take much time.
It is how it's actually, but I will give a quick summary and whatever the necessary things required to understand. That's what we will be doing today. And if some of the text classification part, because I don't think I will be able to cover it entirely today. Okay. We will see the remaining text classification part in the next Tuesday session, because Shikil is going to cover the image classification part. Okay. So if some part of the text classification we are not able to cover it today, it will be covered in the next Tuesday session. Okay. And I think on that day itself we have a deadline for it. And remember, VHET has two graded assignments. One for the index classification, one for the text classification. For the index classification, it's the main thing that we have to look at is how you handle the image. That's the main thing that we are going to look into
Yes.
the image classification part, because once you like process the image into like a vector form, the
Yes,
next part
Praveen.
is
Yes, sir. Did you get what I want to say?
once you convert those into text,
You were not audible at all there.
the next
Oh,
part is
sorry. Let me present it. Have you seen my code? What I'm trying to do?
Can you share your screen again? You were just
Okay.
running the code, so
Okay, sir. Let me share it again. So, sir, this is the thing which I want to do. I'm using this method like ch character of this Unicode value plus 3. But for if the value is z, then it is giving this curly brace.
at the last.
Yes, sir. So because this one is the last character, I think it will give some. If I use extension, then also this is giving something. But
Okay, so can you try D there instead of W?
these are the building blocks.
no, for D it's working, but for the
Things are different.
but it's working. But
So
if I
when
use X,
yeah,
Y, or Z, if I
hmm.
use X or Y,
Okay, okay, go
Y,
go. These functions chr and odd.
yes sir.
Where are those functions?
Huh? It's a method. It's a method of getting like ASCII values of the character. I have written a like this line I have written inside a file and I'm using it.
Yeah, so that's what the prompt
This I
vector.
have.
Okay, 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 got it.
I'm trying to apply this method in that.
So it is causing issue for only x, y, and z.
Yes, because X, Y, Z are the last three characters.
So I got like what it is doing when you are doing care and odd. It is getting the ASCII character of X,
Yes,
Y,
yes,
and Z. But
yes,
if you go to the ASCII sequence when you will search it online,
yes, sir.
the ASCII characters are not limited to only A to Z. After A to Z, some special characters
Yes,
are
sir.
also included.
So
ASCII
I
character.
just want to know what can I do so it will limited till the A to Z lowercase only.
For that, what you can do, you can say if your odd of care, this odd of care is giving you the index, right? Of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The
So
number then adding three to that.
the Unicode it is giving you, right?
Yes, 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 sir.
So you can run a modulo on it. You can say for certain Unicodes for X, Y, and Z, you can see what is the Unicode there, and
Sir,
according to that,
can you try it? I have tried it. I am using the maximum the maximum value which up until it will go. So when I'm doing modulo to it, it is giving something like question mark here. But let's see.
okay, do one thing. Share the link of this collab sheet in the chat box after giving the permission for sharing.
Okay,
At
share
the
the
right,
link.
at the right, there is a big button share. Click on share. You also have to enable the permissions. Otherwise, we will not be able to access it. Yeah, first of all, change the general access with Indian Institute of Technology. No, not do it with anyone.
Important prompt. SQL and dot position will dot text. It's a little bit different from what we have been keep doing till now. Okay. So it lies inside a module of from SQL and dot feature extraction dot text import from vector. Now again, it's one good thing about SLN is the way you implement any kind of transformation is same. So that is how I can just directly write from vectorizer and just
Okay,
get the
this one,
result
right?
for transform.
Yes, sir.
So what I will do first of all,
And let me store this here. Yeah. Yes.
It will work fine till W.
That's the parameter transform to transform. Yes.
okay, so it is giving something like this. So instead of printing new care, I will leave it as it is. But instead of printing it, what I will do, I will print odd of care.
Then you should use fit underscore transform. It's not like you cannot do
So it is starting from 97 and it is going till 122. So let's also go to Google and search ASCII values.
It's 97, starting from 97. 99.
and I will store that.
Okay, so it is here. It is starting from 97 and after Z it is giving you these three characters, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the problem. So
Continue
for
to
that, I think if you like run a modulo on it, then it will just bypass to zero because modulo always goes to zero
yes, sir.
and it gives zero
Then it
to
will give us zero. Yes.
yeah. So for that you have to leave this. There are two methods you can solve this problem. You can write manual conditions for your x, y, and z. That is very inefficient way. Or you can just use these functions which you had created. These functions are, I think you had created for that also, right? Caesar cipher.
Yes, sir.
So it will be better if you use these direct function. This odd and care are just like giving you the Unicode, and you cannot use modulo directly on them.
Okay.
So what's written here? It's a sparse format. Okay. The main reason
Divided by 26
I have a lot of
and take the modulus and add.
see the output of this.
Is it possible?
Actually, it is giving Unicode, and these Unicode are these values, right? So if you do the modulo of it, modulo will give you a number between 0 and 25. And you can see in the ASCII characters, 0 and 25 is not present. 0 and 31 is control characters, which will be seen below these one. It will give you something this, something as random as this. Okay. So that is why we cannot directly use the modulo by 26 in the case of this kind of format. You have to manually create a function for Caesar cipher for it.
How the concept has works.
Fine.
In this document,
Yes.
Okay. Now, next doubt.
so basically it will store the unique words that are there.
Please raise your hand.
There is a certain pattern to which it consider that this is a unique word or not. For example, if you if this
Yes, Sakshi.
which if you if this
Yes, Sakshi.
which is not there in the feature in
Sir, I have doubt in graded assignment. Oh, graded, sorry, GRPA in week 7.
there is a default
Week 7 GRP.
defined here.
Yes,
That
sir.
pattern is not. And that pattern is there should be two words.
Week 7. Week 7 graded assignment or these questions.
GRPA, sir, GRPA. Let me tell names. Sorry, sir, for waiting. 1 second.
Yeah, two letters.
The collection 4.
Letters or character, not the word.
This one, right?
Letters or the characters are there, then
Yes,
only
sir.
it as a word.
Okay. Let's break down the question and read it completely. So find final position in 2D given initial position and velocity.
It will capture all the
This is the title of this question. Let's understand what they are asking. Given,
Sir,
yeah.
जैसे can I say in Hindi?
Yes, you can.
सर जैसे कि इस क्वेश्चन में हमें बेसिकली फॉर्मूला लिखना था जो कि गिवन भी था एक तरह से, और रिटर्न करना था उसको एक फॉर्मेट में बनाकर। वैसे ही करा, बट जो द माइन आउटपुट, जो मेरा आउटपुट है ना, वो ओनली सिर्फ एक ही आउटपुट आ रहा है, बट जो एक्सपेक्टेड है वो कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट है। तो प्लीज
Yeah, let's discuss it and then we can see what is the issue here. Given an initial position of a point moving in a 2D Cartesian plane. So 2D Cartesian plane means this, we had studied it in maths 1, right? This 2D Cartesian plane. Sorry for that. Again, I think it is not visible. Let me share my complete screen. This one here, right, is an x-axis and there is y-axis. Simple. So they are going to give us 2D inputs. We have to return 2D output. So given an initial position of a point moving in a 2D Cartesian plane with a constant velocity, find the final position of the point after a given time in 2 dimensions. Okay, we have to find the final position of it, and for that formula is also given that final position is nothing but initial position plus velocity that is given to us and the time that is given to us. You can see this is the starting position, this is the velocity, this is the final position. Okay, is the input clear? How they had given us input?
Yes.
So
Sir, input is given.
yeah, so let's take this example. Okay.
those full stop, semicolon, comma, etc. Okay. And it will only consider those words which has two or more than two.
First of all, what I will do for our own easiness, I will print these three things because in the test cases I cannot see them clearly. It is enclosed by this is equal function. I cannot see them clearly, so I am going to just print them. When you don't understand something, just print that. Simple. Okay, so these are the three things that are given to us. This is the position, initial position. This is the velocity. It is also a tuple. Okay, fine. And this is the time. And this is the formula. So let's go to our paper. Our final position is nothing but initial position plus velocity into time. I can say v into t, right? So if my position is 1 comma 1, so let's find for x-axis. Okay, for x-axis the initial x coordinate is 1. Now my velocity for x-axis is 2. Okay, now this is 3.
Yeah, these they will be different.
Time is 3, right? It is also given here when I had printed them. So when I find it for x, it will give me 1 plus 6, which is 7. This is the final value of x. And same for y. For y, the initial value is 1. Velocity is again 2. Time is constant. So again it will come out as 7. So our final value, which is x comma y, is 7 comma 7. And you can see this is the output. This is how they are asking us to find the answer. Did you understand the logic? Let's take this logic and run it for this one. 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. Let's run it for it. So for x, our initial position is 1. Our initial velocity, or in simple words, velocity is 2. And our time is 3. So it is again 1 plus 6, which is 7. So final position of x is 7. And for y, initial position is 2, velocity is 1, and time is 3. So it is 2 plus 3, which is 5, I think. So it is 7 comma 5. Are you getting the point now? It is very simple if you...
Sir, once more.
No, sir.
You explain.
Okay, let me do that very
Sir,
quickly.
one doubt. In the test cases, even if you write code, how the input is given 2 comma 2 comma 3 or
No,
2 comma 1 comma 3. This is not a proper tuple, no?
it is a tuple. I had printed the three things. You can see them in the actual output part. This is a tuple. This is also a tuple. And the third,
No, sir. Sir, like 1 comma 2 is the position tuple.
yeah,
2 comma 1 comma 3. What is this? 7 comma 5 stands for time.
listen. This 1 comma 2 is the initial position. It is the
Okay.
initial position. Okay, so let me plot it here. It is the initial position 1 comma 2, or it will come here somewhat. It is the initial position. Okay, this 1 comma 2 of our point. Now this 2 comma 1 is the velocity separated by x coordinate and y coordinate. This 2 is the velocity of x coordinate, and this y, this 1 is the velocity of the y coordinate. Okay, this 2 comma 1, you can break it into two parts. This 2 is for x, this 1 is for y. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so this is the velocity for x, this is the velocity for y, if the 2 comma 1 is given to you. So let's take the test case number 2. In test case 2, what is happening? The first tuple, which is initial position, is given as 1 comma 2. Okay, this is the initial position. And the second tuple, which is given to us, is 2 comma 1. That is the velocity. and the third value is 3, that is time.
Now let me make it
Okay.
as a data frame.
Now our formula is final position is equal to initial position plus velocity into time. This formula is clear, right?
I will pass this estimate.
Yes.
Now we will implement this formula for our x coordinate and for our y coordinate. So we will first of all go for these x coordinate. So for x coordinate, our initial position is what? 1. Here, this is the initial position. For x coordinate, it is 1, right?
One more thing that I skipped here is
Yes, sir.
And the velocity for x axis is 2. So this v will be changed by 2. And time is just constant. It is just 3. So we will multiply it by 3. It is just simple calculation. We can see 1 plus 6 is 7. So this value which we had calculated is the final position of our x axis. Got it?
which will give you the number of unique words.
Now we will again run the same formula for our y axis. For y axis, you can see the initial position is 2, velocity is 1, and time is again constant 3. So it is 2 plus 1 is 3, and 2 plus 3 is 5. So this is the final value of our y coordinate. Now we will make a tuple out of it. X comma y is nothing but 7 comma 5. So it is 7 comma 5, and this is the answer. You can see. Did you get the point now?
Yes, sir.
Now let's implement it. What we will do, we will say the final value of x is nothing but pos as at 0, right? Initial position. We are talking about this one. Then the velocity at x-axis, which is v of 0, sorry, vel of 0, and this is, and we are going to multiply it by time. It is as simple as that. Now the final value of y is pos of 1, because the second element is at the index 1, plus vel of 1, and again time is constant, so multiply by time again. Then you have to just return a tuple which is containing x comma y.
Filter them out also. But why do them out? Yeah, complicated. When you have very simple task here, just fit any vectorizer. Either you can fit the count vectorizer or TF-ID vectorizer. In both of them, we have this vocabulary. And this if you just take the length, it will give you the number of unique words.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Next doubt?
Yeah, I was about to show the pattern. So let me open the document.
Sir, the sessions are recorded or sir, this?
Yeah, it is streaming. You can see above.
Okay.
You can access it from YouTube. Yes, Sakshi, again you have.
Sir, if anybody don't have any issue, can I another doubt? Can I ask one more doubt?
Yes. Feel free to ask.
Sir, I face problem in format printing question, like when it comes to tie the two things in particular way, like score and taking the input and then print it using F string. I face problem. Can you please help with that?
Okay, let's have a brief discussion on formatted printing also.
So what it does is remove extents and perform other character normalization during the preprocessing step. As is the first
So for understanding anything in a better way, we have to first ask a question: why we are learning it? Right? Why is more important than how? First of all, we have to ask why we are learning the formatted printing. So I will ask this question first: why formatted printing? Okay.
Yes.
And to answer it, we have to take an analogy. Let's suppose I have a list of 20 students, right? Or let's increase it. Let's say I have a list of 100 students. and for every single student I am storing the name of them, the roll number of them, and also the age of them, let's say. Okay, so these are the three properties I am storing for every single student. Now my senior or like any one came and asked me the information of these 100 students. Now I have two things to do. What I can do, I can just go to the storage where I had stored these properties. It can be a physical register, it can be my computer, it can be a database, it can also be hosted on a cloud. No matter, it can be simple or complex. But anyway, I will go there where I had stored my data and I will see it. And what I will do, my manager is asking me, okay, send this detail to me. And what I am doing, I am sending this detail. I am saying, okay sir, this is the name of the first student, let's say Rohan, and this is the roll number of it, let's say 24F something. I'm sorry if it is a roll number of a student here. I'm just giving an example. Now I'm again going to see the next student and going to give the detail of it to my senior or anyone. Okay, now I have to do the same thing again and again 100 times. Can you see how much hustle I have to do for it? Right? I have the database, I have the tools for like loops. I can run a simple loop on it. I have all the tools, I have all the properties. Now why I am just going and seeing it with my eyes and giving the data statically? Why I am not dynamically directly fetching the names and roll numbers from the database and directly giving it to my manager? Why I am like writing everything, every single thing by my hand? I can just use the variables here, right? I can have a list of students or a dictionary of students where there is a or a list of dictionaries, I will say. And inside this dictionary there will be some properties.
You can look at that this 4, 12, T, those are also removed. Yeah. So let me explain it again.
I can have this data and it is very easy to store the data like this. So
There are many words which are most
I can have this data somewhere in my computer. What I can do, instead of just directly printing every single information, I can use formatted printing. In these kind of situations, formatted printing is going to come handy. So first of all, let's write the answer here. To access data dynamically, not writing anything by my hand. Okay, so for this purpose we use formatted printing. So let's take an analogy of it. So you can see this is student list and it is storing the details of 2 students. So you can simulate it to 100 students. I am not going to store the data of 100 students currently. It is very easy, you can create it online. There are some tools, but yeah, anyway, what I will do, I will say for every single student in my students. Now this student is a dictionary, right? If you till now, if you learned all the concepts of Python, you can immediately tell me that sir, this student which you are accessing is a dictionary which is containing name and roll number. Correct or not?
Yes.
Now if I say student and inside it if I pass name, I will get the value of the name for every single student. If I say student roll number, I will get the value of the roll number of every single student. No matter they can be 2 students or they can be 2 lakh students. I can just write 3 lines and I will get the data of every single one. Now I can format it however I want, because this is just the data. I want this data to be understood by my manager. My manager is not a programmer. It is like, he is not a developer. He doesn't understand uh, details like this. So when I will give the data of 2 lakh students, he will be confused, like, what you have sent me. So I have to format this data. So for that, I will do what, I have some things in Python to do the formatted printing. I will say, I will use this f string to understand this analogy. Here I will say name of the student is student of name. I can take this dynamic value. So are you getting the point? We are using this formatted printing for getting the data dynamically and showing it to user in a familiar way, which he can understand as a non programming background. Okay. If you had used um, like some social media apps, it also happens there. There is a very big chunks of error. Sometimes the server get out of the hand, and it doesn't happen. These kind of issues don't happen anymore, but previously these kind of issues were very common. So what they did, or what they still do in some websites, they like make their error very pretty. The error is like very weird. When something is going wrong, something weird is coming, but what they are doing, they are not showing that weird thing to the user directly. They are first of all formatting that error and showing, okay user, your our server is full, so you can come to our website later. So it happens a lot because we don't want them to see the ugly things. So that is why we do the formatting. Now let me comment these things. You can see details, right? This is very familiar format. Even if I am not a programmer, I can understand this, right?
Yes.
And if I directly print the name of the student, then roll number of the student, and then all the properties of the student like age, gender, and other things, it will be very cumbersome for that customer or that non-programmer to understand what is happening, what is going wrong. That is why we use formatted printing. I hope you get the point now.
Yes, sir.
That is why these kind of syntax exist. You can just directly use these curly braces to give the dynamic data that is changing. Dynamic means changing. So if you are not like getting confused that why you are using these words static, dynamic, it is not something complex. Dynamic means that it is changing. You can see name is changing. Here it is Rohit, here it is Rohan, and for the list of 100 students, it will change consequently. So that is why I am calling it dynamic, because it is changing. This is also dynamic, but which is again enclosed in a curly braces. It is again dynamic. It is changing here, it is changing here. That is why we called variable variable, because variable always changes. Okay, fine. I hope you get
Yes,
all
sir.
the points here. And uh, if you have any other doubts, you can ask me, or we are closing this session. Yes, Lenta.
Sir, here students, is it just like a dictionary or I'm getting confused?
It is a list of dictionaries. Every single dictionary is storing two properties, name and roll number. So what we are doing, sir, can I get the link to the Discord, please? Which Discord you are asking? You are asking for discourse, I think, right? Uh, but still, I'm not getting the point. What you are asking in discourse? Discourse is just you have to. This is the link of the discourse. If I don't understand what you are asking. But I had shared the link of the Discord. Okay, so that's it for this session. Thank you for joining. It's okay.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Yeah. If you is like accumulate more doubts on the way, you can ask them tomorrow. There's also one more session.
Yeah,
Sir,
tomorrow is also three session, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, actually, OPP one, my OPP one is was quite difficult. Some tic tac questions and this and the movement on the chessboard. So that's quite difficult and not able to solve at all. So
Mukesh, for Tic Tac Toe, na, there is a playlist of problems by which were solved by Karthik sir. You can look there for the Tic Tac Toe problem
in
on
the
the
in the
on the channel programming in Python channel. There is a playlist which have 15 problems solved by Karthik sir.
okay, okay.
Yeah, you can check that there also.
Sir, you have created a collab sheet for problem. Uh,
Actually, it is due for the week 8. I had created them for the previous subsequent weeks. But week 8, I will create it and I will share the link on the Discord.
okay,
So
sir, it was there on the discourse na for week up to week 5.
let me do one thing. I am sharing you my username on Discord. So
I
you
know,
can
I have.
you have
Yes, sir. I will check
okay.
it out. Thank you.
Okay, you can also find it in the Python page. There is a separate section where all the usernames of TAs and instructors are given. So you can
Okay,
directly
sir.
go to my profile, and there you will find all the handles I had created. There you will find
Okay.
that post also. Okay.
Sir, what problems are you talking about?
Actually, I share some practice problems on every week on discourse. So if you are interested to solve some different problems from the portal, you can also check them out.
From your username, can you please share?
You can find it if you go to discourse and go to Python course. There you will find all the names of the TAs, so you can find it there.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Good
sir.
sir.
night. Yeah, thank you. Good night. Bye.